So hello everyone, welcome back to English Grammar and Literature World. Students, today we are going to cover total 25 questions from Preposition, and these all questions are based on SSC CGL CHSL MTS GD ACPO and state competitive exams. So if you are preparing for these exams, then this class for you. So let's begin today's class. So look at the first one. She is engaged dash social work. Look, the verb engaged is used with different prepositions based on meaning of the sentence. Okay, look at the use of engaged in. Engaged in. Engaged in is used when we talking about work. Okay, we're talking about work, activity, or any task. It's like she is engaged in teaching or he is engaged in businesses. Okay, so here engaged in means actively involved in an activity or work. And second one is the use of engaged to. Okay, so engaged to is used when we talking about marriage. Marriage or any kind of relationship. Okay, relationship. So here the correct sentence is she is engaged in social work. Okay, because social work is one kind of activity. So here option A, in is the correct answer. Next, he is addicted dash gambling. Okay, so look, the verb addicted or the word addicted is always followed by preposition to. Okay, so the correct sentence is she is addicted to gambling. So here option C, 2 is the correct answer. Actually, addicted to means having a strong habit or dependency on something. Next, he is not capable dash such a crime. So look, capable is always followed by preposition of. Okay, it means having the ability or possibility to do something. Okay, so capability of suggest having or possibility to do something. So here the correct sentence is he is not capable of such a crime. So option C of is the correct answer. Next, he is proud dash his achievements. Okay, so look, proud is generally followed by preposition of. Okay, but sometimes proud can also be used with other preposition. Look at the use of proud of. So look, proud of is used when we say any kind of achievement. Okay, achievement, or in case of person. Okay, in case of person, like she is proud of her son. And second one, that is use of proud to. So proud to suggest one kind of action, like she is proud to be an Indian. Okay, so here the correct sentence is she is proud of his achievements. Okay, so option C of is the correct answer. Next, she is married dash a foreigner. So look, married is used with different preposition depending on meaning. Okay, the use of married to. Married to is used when we mention partner. Okay, example, she is married to a doctor. And second one, use of married with. Okay, so married with is used when we talk about children. Children, understand? Like she is married with 2 children. Okay, and third one is used of married for. So married for suggests one kind of time period, like married for 5 years. Okay, so in this sentence the correct answer is option B, that is 2. So she is married to a foreigner. Next, he is competent dash this job. Okay, so look, competent for is used when we talking about suitability for a job. Okay, so competent competent for is used when we talking about one kind of suitability. Suitability for a job, like she is competent for the post or he is competent for his role. Okay. And second, that is use of competent in. Competent in skill. Okay. Skill or particular field. So here the correct sentence is he is competent for this job. Okay. So option D, for, is the correct answer. Next. She is jealous dash her sister. Here the word jealous always followed by preposition of. So she is jealous of her sister. So option C, of, is the correct answer. Next. Deepak is interested dash learning new skills. Look, the verb interested is always followed by preposition in. Okay, preposition in. So here option D, in, is the correct answer. Next. She is content dash her life. Look, the word content is always followed preposition with. Okay. If the sentence express any kind of satisfaction, we have to use preposition with. So look at the sentence. She is content dash her life. That means she is totally satisfied with her life. Okay. That's why we have to say she is content with her life. So option B, with, is the correct answer. He is famous dash his paintings. So look, famous can take different preposition. Okay. So let's first look at the use of famous for. Famous for. If the object part of the sentence suggests any kind of reason, work or achievement. So here he is famous. Why? Because of his paintings. That's why we have to use for preposition. Okay. So option C, for, is the correct answer. Famous as is used when we talk about position or identity. Okay. And famous in is used for locality, or you can say place or location. Like he is famous in India. Understand? Good. Next. She is dependent dash her parents. So look, the word dependent always followed by preposition on. Okay. So option A, on, is the correct answer. Next. He is different dash his brother. So here the word different always followed by preposition from. So here option C, from, is the correct answer. So he is different from his brother. Next. He has great affection dash his parents. So look, affection is always followed preposition for. Okay. Which means one kind of love, one kind of care, strong liking towards someone. So here option B, for, is the correct answer. Next. He was exempted dash paying the fine. So look, the verb exempted always followed preposition from. Okay. Preposition from. So exempted from, which means free from an obligation, duty, or any kind of rule. So here he was exempted from paying the fine. Okay. So option D, from, is the correct preposition. Next. She is proficient dash English. So look, if someone has a special knowledge in particular field or particular subject, then the word proficient always followed preposition in. Okay. Not at. Okay. Not at. Not at. So here option A, in, is the correct preposition. So she is proficient in English, or you can say she is proficient in mathematics or any particular field. Next. He is blind dash his own faults. Actually the word blind is always followed by preposition to. Okay. So blind to means unable or unwilling to notice something. So here option C, to, is the correct answer. She or he is blind to his own faults. Next. She has no inclination dash politics. So look, inclination is generally followed by preposition to. Okay. preposition to. So that means natural tendency, interest or liking towards something. So here she has no inclination to politics. Okay, so option B, to is the correct preposition. Actually, inclination to suggest one kind of natural tendency or interest, liking towards something. Next, he is not accustomed dash such harsh treatment. Okay, so look, the verb accustomed always followed preposition to. Okay, so accustomed to means one kind of familiar with something. Okay, or you can say used to, familiar to something. Familiar to something. So here option C, that is 2 is the correct answer. Next, she has great command dash the English language. So first of all, the meaning of the word command is one kind of mastery or have a special knowledge over particular field is called command. So he has great command dash the English language. So look, the verb command always followed by preposition over. Okay, so command over. So here option B, over is the correct answer. So next, he is oblivious dash the danger around him. Okay, so here the word oblivious is always followed by preposition to. Okay, so oblivious to means completely unaware of something. So here option A, 2 is the correct answer. So he is oblivious to the danger around him. Next, the manager is entrusted dash the responsibility of the project. So look, the verb entrusted always followed by preposition with. Okay, so entrusted with means given responsibility or duty to take care of something. So here option B, with is the correct preposition. Next, he has an eye dash detail. So look, an eye for is an idiom. Okay, so we have to say he has an eye for detail. So here option C, for is the correct answer. Actually, an eye for means a special ability to notice small detail or appreciate something carefully. Next, he is not amenable dash any advice. So the word amenable always followed by preposition to. Okay, so amenable to means willing to accept, listen to or agree with something. Okay, agree with something. So here the correct sentence is he is not amenable to any device. So option A, 2 is the correct preposition. Next, he is fraught dash difficulties. So here the word fraught always agree with preposition with. Okay, so fraught with means full of something, usually problems, danger or negative things. So option C, with is the correct answer. Next, the meeting was presided dash by the chairman. So what is the right answer? Look at the option. Is it over? Is it at? Is it in? Or is it on? So what is the right answer? You have to tell me in the comment section. So here are total 25 questions from preposition. And that's all for today. Till then, keep reading, keep writing and keep watching English Grammar and Literature World. In our next classes, we will be talking about another topic. Okay, so thanks for watching. And also, if you want to join our Telegram channel, then link in the description.